Corner South Africa, FC Porto 1, Arsenal 0. And I'm here with Mark Jackson. I don't know about you, but this was not what I expected to see today, actually.
I always knew that this match was not going to be an easy match. Away to Porto, round of 16, Champions League was never going to be an easy match, judging from the fact that this is our fourth meeting at their home, and we've lost twice and drawn just once. So I knew it was going to be a difficult match, but I did not expect to go there and lose. I expected to go there and come out with a 1-0 win or a draw at least. Or their coach, I would say, watched Arsenal very well and made the right decisions, made the right calls, set up very well, and got the result. We played a very good game. The only thing that we lacked in this game was that last bite to create chances, to find ourselves in a position where it would be more difficult to defend. They made sure that all the 1v1s that we had were a little far away from the 18-yard box and easier to defend. So they set up very well. They got their win. Kudos to Porto. Kudos to their coach. I would also say that one of the reasons why we lost this game is because of Arteta and the general thinking that, because I said, why are we starting with a new lineup? I mean, the same lineup we used to play. This is Champions League. You don't approach Champions League the way you approach Premier League.
Champions League doesn't really care about your league form.
Yeah, it doesn't care about your league form. Yeah. You see coaches like Guardiola and top managers in the Champions League, they will play a particular lineup in the Premier League that will give them their win, and they'll go to the Champions League and they will change. Before you know, they've changed one player, 2, 3. They know what they're doing. I expected to see Jorginho in this team with Declan Rice. We are away. That partnership in the midfield with Odegaard would ensure that you are in total control of the game. Then limit their chances also. We did not create chances at all. They created chances, better chances to score. They hit the post. So I think at some point I would say ignorance of coaching at a level like this is one of the problems Arteta had in this match, and I hope that he goes back to the drawing board and comes out with something better when we go to the Emirates.
Do you feel like not having that UCL experience, not having the Champions League experience, played a part today? Do you feel that way?
I would say yes, for the coach, not for the players. For the coach, because you can't tell me we did not fight enough for the ball. Porto were aggressive, they were fast, all young players, and we were able to keep that ball for most part of the game. It shows that the players were determined to do well in that match. As for not creating chances, I will put it to Porto setting up very well defensively, and also we not moving the ball fast enough, because we're able to predict where the ball will go to easily and cover that space. So ignorance from the coach and a little bit from the players. Ignorance from the coach mainly, because you're going into this match, you should tell your players different things. A different thing from what they do in the Premier League. This is Champions League. There's no way a Porto coach will go into this match and not try to solve that corner issue. Why not just play a simple corner? It doesn't have to be all those things within the Premier League. Watch all those things. You watch them and they watch you too.
Yeah, watching Porto today, you actually know that they paid attention to every details.
They paid attention to everything that we do. Everything. So, okay, they're able to nullify our wingers. Why not change the way you play corners? We had a lot of corners. A lot of set pieces. I believe that if we had just kept it simple on those set pieces, we would have gotten a goal from them, because we have good headers of the ball. So just keep it simple on the set pieces. Try to probably pass the ball out, or do something different than that thing that White does, going to distract the keeper. Everybody goes to the back of the post and they try to come back to all those things that everybody know what we do in the Premier League. You don't have to bring them here all the time. You can just do them a couple of times. Make Porto defenders think differently when we have a corner. Not that okay, once they have a corner, okay, this is what we did in training that time that we watched. Let's just do it. That is exactly how they're going to take the corner. Or just ones that Declan Rice sent the ball to Trossard that he blazed over the bar. That was just the only one they improvised. The other ones, the same thing. So Arteta just needs to work on making better decisions in the Champions League. Try to be more unpredictable. It was too predictable, and that's one of the reasons we lost the match.
I've seen games where once our wingers have been nullified. Like, I've seen games where it's over for us. Like, what do you think is the remedy to this once our wingers have been nullified?
One solution for that problem is having better carriers of the ball in the midfield. We have just one, Odegaard. Kai Havertz plays in the midfield. He does not run with the ball. He carries the ball, he releases it immediately, runs to space. Who does he release it to? The midfielder. I mean, the winger. If the winger is occupied, he sends it back. So it slows down the game. So get better carriers of the ball in the midfield. That's why I prefer a right-footed player to play the number 10 position. Because if you collect the ball, you can move. You can even move like a winger. You can make runs ahead of the winger. You can collect the ball, you can dribble inside. Once you're a left-footed player, you're playing that position, it's like you're handicapped. You can't do a lot of the things that a right-footed player will play. So better if Declan Rice was playing that position, and probably someone like Partey or Jorginho was sitting. Partey can even play that position and carry the ball very well. So better carriers with the ball in the midfield. So when the ball is in the midfield, they cannot nullify our wingers, because if they try to get two men on them, the midfield is open. If they try to stay there, it's 1v1 for the wingers. So just better carriers with the ball in the midfield and moving the ball faster is going to help. I have not lost hope in this match, if I must add, because I know that with the way I'm sounding, it's like we've already lost the match and we're out of the competition.
It's okay to be disappointed, actually.
I'm disappointed, but this game was not as bad as the one we had in France against Lens. They did better than Porto, honestly. If you can go back to that match and watch that match, Lens did better. They muzzled us. Saka got injured in the first half of the game, and that was it. We did nothing attack-wise. Apart from the fact that in that match, we scored a goal. We got a shot on target. This one, we were totally nullified. No shot on target. We have played tougher matches than this. We can come back from this.
Which of our players today didn't live up to the hype?
I would say the three players up front. Kai Havertz in the midfield. He didn't do well. I have to say this to all Arsenal fans. We are football supporters. We are also Arsenal supporters. Okay, I get it. He came from Chelsea. He started very badly. Fine. But one thing you can agree with me on is the fact that he has improved. And a player that has improved can have bad games too. You will not just forget the fact that, okay, this guy has improved and be saying everything he does is nonsense. Everything he does is always bad. Then you're blaming, when he makes a mistake, you're blaming him. When another player makes a mistake, you keep quiet. And they are all Arsenal players. You can't do that to a player. You're making it more difficult for him. You're supposed to support him, back him. He's better than he was. You can't tell me, any Arsenal fan that tells me Kai Havertz is not better than he was is lying. He started the league badly. He's better. He has more goals than Gabriel Jesus. If you can tell me Gabriel Jesus has been injured, I don't care. To stay fit in the Premier League, playing in the Premier League and Champions League, and be available for the manager is enough.
The greatest asset a footballer can have is availability.
Yes, availability. Mr. Mount is not fit. Man, you signed him. He has been away for months. Kai Havertz is there. So Gabriel Jesus is not there. Why are we complaining about Partey? Now every Arsenal fan wants Arsenal to sell Partey because he's not available. Kai Havertz is available, always there for selection. He can make mistakes in the match, but Come on, he's better than he was, and he's trying to be better. He makes a mistake, and everybody just at him like he's the worst player in the team. Then when he does a good thing, just keep quiet, pretend like you're not seeing it. And Arsenal fan said the last goal against Burnley was a mistake, that the keeper almost caught the ball. But if it was,
the keeper wasn't good enough.
the keeper wasn't good enough, the defender wasn't good enough. If Kaiva does it, they're not good enough. Some other player does it, they're perfect. We're all one club. We should do better. Do better. And we'll go back to the Emirates. We are still in this. We are not out. We are not even close to out. 1-0 at the Emirates, and it's extra time, man. We can definitely get that against Porto. So, come on.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So